Hi guys, I'm Lionel. We're here at Academy Athletics. We're going to take you through some shoulder exercises here to keep your shoulder safe. So we're going to be working on the rotator cuff and the smaller muscle groups of the shoulder. These kind of exercises are injury prevention, if anything, but they can also help heal you back from an injury if you already have it, okay? So this will just strengthen up your shoulder. It's good to do from time to time. It's just going to make it a lot less likely to hurt yourself in the future and just a whole stronger shoulder overall. All right, guys? So for this, you'll need a band. It doesn't necessarily have to be a band with handles. You can use a therapy band as well if you'd like, but I'll show you what you're doing. So we're going to hook up the band here to a post. You're going to go ahead and wrap one end over the other. You push one handle through the other, and then you're going to pull out like this, okay? So this is going to tighten up the band, okay? You want to position the band so that it is right at the level of your elbow, just about, okay? So we're going to start off with external rotation. For this to work, you want correct posture. Shoulders down, chest proud, shoulder blades slightly drawn together, and then elbow close to your body, okay? From here, you got a perfect 90-degree angle with your arm and an elbow. Your wrist is straight, and we're just gonna open up. That's all it is right here, okay? So you're opening up back and forth. You wanna make sure the resistance is light. You never wanna do this heavy. It doesn't make sense to do a bunch of weight. These are tiny muscles. They're just this big. It's 4 of them that are this big. They're so small that what we're trying to do is train their endurance. We're not trying to get them yoked. We're not trying to put a bunch of weight on it. So make sure it's light, okay? That way you don't overdo it. So all I'm doing is I'm opening up. This is called external rotation. What's important here is to keep your elbow in close, okay? What you don't want to do is this, right? You're lifting up the elbow. That's not going to work the right way. So some people, what they'll have you do in physical therapy is hold on to like a folded up newspaper or something like that. Just that way you keep your elbow in, all right? So open up just like so. Try to not twist the wrist too much. You open up, there's obvious tension on the way out, then you resist to get tension on the other direction. So this is external rotation, you don't have as much power. We're gonna move on to internal rotation on the same side. I'm gonna flip around like so. And so for this, it's the same position. You got your elbow in close to your body, your wrist is straight, but here we're pulling in, all right? Same principles apply. You want that nice upright posture, shoulder back just a little bit, and then just make sure when you're pulling in that your elbow is just staying close to your body, okay? Try to keep that perfect 90-degree angle. You'll see that on the internal rotation, you're a lot stronger. You got more power. This is your arm wrestling movement, you know what I mean? So you're naturally pretty strong. So here, I can move out a little bit more and definitely use more tension than I could on external rotation, all right? So you saw me doing one side. I start with the internal first, or external because it's harder, and then finish with the internal. It's just a nice, efficient way to do it. Let's go ahead and do the same things on the other side right here. So we're gonna start with external rotation on the other arm. So I'm gonna move back here so I have less tension on the band. Chest proud, shoulder blade slightly back, elbow close to my body, nice, perfect posture, 90-degree angle with my elbow and elbow touching my body. I'm gonna pull out and open up, and then resist on the way back. And that's it, guys. Keep that tension both directions. That's always the name of the game, okay? Obvious tension on the way out, create tension on the way back, simply by kind of resisting, okay? Don't sneak in a little breaks. And just move nice and slow with light weight. Light resistance, rather. Let's go ahead and try the internal rotation on this side, okay? So I'm gonna turn around, and for this, I'm gonna be pulling in this way, okay? So my elbows close to my body, chest proud, shoulder back, pull in and resist as you open up. And you can see I can afford to give myself a little bit more tension if I need. All right, so these 2 moves will literally save your shoulders. It is so important to do these, okay? I would do them just a few times a week, you know, twice a week is really all you need, and you'll build strong shoulders. You'll be a lot less likely to get injured. It'll make a big difference, all right? So I might even repeat this combo right now. If I were you guys, you could do it once more, both directions on each arm. And then the next exercise to move on to after that, we'll go back to our first arm here, because we're gonna try a throw, okay? So for here, it's the baseball throwing motion. You're going back and forth like this. You don't have to do this one. Definitely the first 2 were way more important, but this is a nice one for shoulder mobility. You're acting like you're throwing, okay? Here as well, you don't wanna go heavy. You don't want a ton of resistance. You're working on endurance. So the throwing motion is one of the most dangerous motions there is. You hear so many people throw their shoulder out, throw their arm out by just throwing without warming up first. It's so common, it happens all the time. Probably happened to you already, I know. So just by practicing this move, you're less likely to get injured. From time to time you throw and you rarely warm up when you throw. And so these will just make these types of muscles stronger, all right? So after the throwing motion, we'll just go into a light pushing motion. You're gonna be pushing back and forth like this with your core tight. It's basically just a chest press, okay? But it's light resistance so that you're kind of working on the endurance. And all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and try the same thing on the other side, okay? So switch sides here, and we're gonna go into a throw, all right? 1 foot forward, opposite foot forward, and then you throw. Circling back. Definitely not as smooth on this left arm, but it feels good to do this, you guys. And you'll see over time, if you practice these moves, you just get really strong shoulders, okay? You can, in time, to move up into a little bit heavier weight if you'd like, but you really don't need it. What we're training is endurance. You don't want anything to feel like strength training, okay? Don't go super heavy. It just doesn't make sense. And here you can see I'm twisting my body with it too, so it's not just my shoulder taking all the work. And all right, you guys, let's go to those punches. So I'm punching and then coming back. Core tight, keeping control. That's it, guys. And all right, you guys, that's gonna do it right there. You guys can go ahead and repeat the first move, the external rotation and internal rotation, one more time if you'd like. Like I said, that's the main one. That's the one we really want to work on, okay? But keep doing this stuff on your shoulders and it'll make a big difference over time and keep you safe while you're working out. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again soon.